Hey guys, Stealth here. This map is a nightmare. It's called A Maze in Japan. If you've played on it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, the terrain is incredibly confusing. Because you got a lot of these small roads, but somehow the game mechanics are broken a little bit, and sometimes artillery flies right through the mountain and hits stuff on the other side. Reconnaissance performs mediocre in these areas. It's very difficult to actually get a good spot on stuff. And that makes it a very nasty map to play on. For that purpose, I've created a deck that is specifically geared towards this map. So it has high mobility, everything is going to be in vehicles. Some of them are in choppers, but only because I couldn't get a transport or another transport. And this is a Scandinavian motorized deck. It's also a tactical game, so we're not going to get that many units altogether. So you can see that even my reconnaissance, my Marinejäger are coming in standard vehicles. I do not want any helicopters because it's way too easy to get stuff shot down here. My area of operation is going to be Delta. I want to have my infantry operate on this ridgeline. It's not great terrain. Moreover, it's pretty terrible terrain, but somebody's got to go there, and TTE, or I'm going to call him OTO from now, does need some help there. I do have this DLC 3 enabled, so I got some interesting gear. Some stuff that I haven't tested yet, like the NASAMs, but I've been hearing great things about that. Also, some of the other units that I haven't used yet, like the FSK, are going to come into play here with their medium range Erics. And otherwise, I don't have any units that I can deploy now, because everything in a battle like this is too expensive, or you just don't have enough of them. Let's see if there's a good spread across the map. Red shirt's gonna go there. Cervantes. Okay, let's move. Somebody else apparently has their CV in there as well. Doc Snyder. That means that I'm going to relocate my CV. And it's gonna go there. So after you get there, unload and distance yourself from your command infantry. Got 30 points. I want to keep those in reserve because I don't know exactly what I'm going to be up against yet. Tanks in this area are a nightmare. It's very difficult to push tanks through here. You don't know what is hiding on the other side of the ridgeline. It's hard to get a recon on them. It's hard to get ATGMs flying this side. The only ATGMs that can really perform well is infantry that can climb those hills and fire, for example, from that position, where you can more or less see what's going on the other side of the valley. But still, it's an extremely tough map. And by the sound of it, Cervantes seems to be alone over here on the left flank, so everybody went this way, which is definitely not something that you want to see. He does have support from Red Shirt. I'm considering going over that way, but it will take me some time to get there. Let's see, can the NASAMs shoot this thing down already? Range is 2800, but this thing... Yeah, this is my first problem. I cannot shoot through the hill, and the only unit that should be able to get them is infantry that's going to climb up onto that hill in the form of AA infantry. I do not have those here. I got some RBS 56, but not the AA infantry yet, so it's time to call in some RBS 90s. Gonna deploy what I have here. Get these guys up here. Marinejäger, disable the weapons. And now we have too many command units here. Hold. These transports are not worth a lot of points, but I don't want them destroyed, because it is a tactical game and every point is going to be fought over. So what I'm instead going to do is get these guys in here and get my transports into cover, so that I may be able to use them later on. The NASAMs is also a unit it's not the best here, but it is pretty mobile, 90 kph. So what I'm going to do is hold that a little bit closer here, and yeah, I cannot engage those guys yet. The players who are also in this game none of them have taken any kind of armor decks. You just don't see those here. That's because they cannot exactly operate very well here. But airborne seems to be doing okay. And over here on the left, I think that Cervantes really needs some help. But I'm pretty much already deployed here, and going over there to that side... Actually, it might not be that bad of an idea. Hoping that the Nazams can get a shot here. You can see that this ridgeline is blocking my line of fire. Okay, we're gonna switch over to the other side. Might as well. Got some BTR-80s here. Hopefully the Kutai can move up one block and kill that. I can bring some tanks, although I don't get that many of them. I got some Leopard 1A5s, Leopard 1A1s, and some STRB 103s. And I'm gonna go with the tank that's the most mobile, and that's this tank. The problem is that they're pretty expensive. Alternatively, I could go for some PMNKs. I got some TOW2s. I even got some helicopters, but helicopters I think are pretty susceptible to being shot down. And this command infantry is packed up and ready to go. We're going to send those through this side and then over... Over where actually? I'm just going to hold them back for now. Alright, since you're all on the move or ready to go, hold here. Yeah, and of course by the time I depart, the enemy shows up. Not a lot I can do about that now. I can try to drop some bombs on them, but my bombers are pretty expensive. I can also try to get some artillery in here, some M125s. And if I deploy them there, I can cover pretty much the major area of the middle ground here. Now there should be more than enough people here to cover this side, so I'm not going to get involved as much as they would like me to. Let's bring some cheap IKV-91s to make sure I can destroy those transports. And maybe my ATGM teams can get a shot on those guys. So let's offload the reconnaissance. And get these RBS-56s trying to get a shot. Range is 3600, which is way too far for my units to hit, since they only got a range of 2275. These guys got a range of only 4900, which means that they're out of range by almost twice their effective range. Whoops, that's the wrong transport. Where did these guys come from? This one, which is almost out of fuel, of course. As you can see, I'm struggling to get a good foothold on this map. I'm not going to say I don't know what I'm doing, but it is hard to get the right units at the right place at the right time. Jesus, one marker is enough. Not gonna turn around here, guys. My mortars are trying to get into range, trying to kill this thing in Tachi, or the unit of Tachi, I should say. Going to need to get a supply chopper in here as well, otherwise my units are just going to be immobile. That's a bit of an overkill, but it works. I can try to push these guys into this town, but it's not easy. AA units. He's engaging with engineers. I don't think that's going to work out too well. This should do some damage to that guy. Not too much yet. And it is an autocannon, so I gotta be careful here. There's a Sopel there at a range of 3k. F1 will take down that vehicle. There you go. Okay, now I can start operating in this area, more or less. There's the Jaguar. It's almost being spotted by the Marine Jaegers. Come on, guys. Mortars are too far away for now. To get some more infantry in here. I can get some recon infantry. I got a load of those Volkskremjäger. They're only 5-man squads. That does not, in this map, make them ineffective. Quite the opposite, rather. They can be surprisingly good over here. That's a lot of AA. Pretty expensive stuff as well. I think that my mortars are going to be the most effective support I can provide here. I want to get a shot on that Jaguar here. So far I haven't... Oh wow, I've scored 13 points. Impressive, that. I can try getting a seed over this area, but I believe that they're in the small cover that this hill provides. So the only area, or the only approach that I have is this way. Which is not exactly the best angle of approach, because it will force me to fly close to this mountain and delta. And doing that is making life very difficult. Maybe these FSKs can get a shot from the other side. Here's my Cayuse. This is AA that's too close together. There is the AA that I was firing at earlier. .35 units. What the hell? These units can come from anywhere. An airplane's not really the best answer to this. Maybe some recoilless rifles. 1575 meter range, 1750. Okay, we're gonna call in a Leopard. And let's get an M41 DK. He seems to be moving up a little bit. There is the Jaguar, and now my ATGMs are engaging. Or one of them is. Good hit, and killed. No, that's not the only one there. These are out of range. These are majorly out of range. Yeah, you don't want to get too close there. Hopefully we can take down the reconnaissancer. Not sure I got it though. Time to get some more reconnaissance in here. Flying stuff would be best. Not anything that I really need to re-armor resupply here. These guys might need a hand. Let's try to cross over. Those Nani on Shikis are going to go out of fuel. Just look at his score that Cervantes has already racked up. 600 points. Very, very well played. Time to get some amphibials here to make sure that I can resupply those tanks. I think they're getting the transport is going to be a lot faster than the infantry itself. Okay, used to push up. NASAMs to move up. Still got my command infantry here. Might as well bring that forward a little bit. This one has to go down right now, otherwise she might get shot down. Come on, put your chopper down. There you go. Trying to deploy some more infantry here. I think getting some cheaper stormers in here would also be effective. AA infantry going to work. Unfortunately lost eyes on target. Where's my other AA infantry? Here. Kustjägare pushing up. Sorry, Valskermjägare. Kustjägare, of course, another unit. Which might not be a bad idea in this location. Because they are 15-man squads. Somebody might have just tried to fire a missile at this unit. I think they did. Looks like a Buratino engaged this town. Along with some shorter range artillery fire, mortars by the looks of it. Relocate my chopper slightly. No ammo, no spare parts, just fuel. Offload, neutralize the command zone. Get these guys up. Here are my Kustjägare 90. Let's get another squad of those in. Tacticals launching beacons, yeah, not important for me. Not really anyway. They landed their Mi-25s. That's fine. That's a beautiful target for an ATGM. I know that my command infantry isn't exactly into cover here. There's not a lot of locations I can go to. So let's get these guys to perform the job that they were meant to do here. Scout. Something out there. Just a transport, but that transport could carry VDV or stuff like it. Trying to help this guy with mortar fire. Looks like he could really use it here. BMP-2. That's not good. Stop. Back. Kill that BMP-2. Quick. Nice, got him. Now the other one. Preferably before they kill you. No hits. Valskermjägare took him out. Where is my infantry AA when you need it? Gonna need a lot more of those guys. RBS 90. Well, they pretty much wiped out this town. Gonna get the Stormers involved as well as the other guys. Shout out to Cervantes here. He's operating in this side and holding this terrain. So he's really doing a good job at holding multiple areas at the same time. Come on, you can get him. It's just an AA gun, but you need eyes on it. I still had some of these guys over here. I can push those up here as well. Not into the fire. There. Transports are coming in. That is not a good sign. Because those things themselves have weapons. Whatever is going to come out has weapons as well. Not sure where that missile's going to go. Come on. How the hell is that thing missing my transport or my infantry? Got him. Stormers. More Stormers. Volkskamjäger. Kustjäger. I keep messing this up. Sorry, guys. Shit. Need some more support here. Some vehicles. Something mobile. PM&Ks, maybe. IKVs. These could work miracles for my units. They're out of range. If I can park my NASAMs on top of that hill, that would really help out with the AA. These guys are out of ammo. I don't think I can put a chopper down there. And that was a Spetsnaz VMF team. Christ. Get back here. FSK should be capable of taking out a Spetsnaz team. So I don't think it's going to have weapons on anyway. NASAM's made it on top of the hill. These things are remarkably mobile for an AA unit. Very, very nice. They carry 6 AMRAAMs, which is enough to shoot down probably 2 planes, depending a little bit on the type of plane that you're dealing with. There goes the unit, Spetsnaz. Get these Stormers involved. Kustjäger to push up. I'm just gonna keep these things here in case they do a push. I don't expect they will, but you never know. Come on, shoot it down. Good hit by the Volkskamjäger. Maybe I can still save that. No, just a second too late. There's a fob, an MI-24. That thing looks like it's aiming for me. That's something I'm gonna kill. Go on. Shoot that helicopter down. One hit by the RBS 90s. Somebody else took it down, works for me. As long as it's dead, I'm happy. Angus surrenders. That's another red 4. What are you even firing at? Seriously. Unit check. I still got some units back here. Let's move up with the mortars, insofar as those guys can climb hills. Oh, this isn't good. I want these guys dead. But I gotta let Cervantes know that I'm engaging this target. He does not need to get these guys too close, or we're gonna be in trouble. There's a lot of those things there. Now let's see if this bomber can actually get a good bombing run done. Because even bombers and ATGM planes get very, very confused about this terrain. I completely missed that target. I overshot it, but I got the kills. So as you can see, very, very dangerous terrain. It was only a 6,000 point game, but even that was not easy. Big shout out to Cervantes and apparently also OTO, who very, very well carried that game. I got some points, 524. Probably mostly could have done more because I did not really stick to one side. I had my units offloaded, then I decided to pack them up to make sure that Cervantes' flank was secure. And that, well, I suppose you could say it didn't really cost me any points, but that time that it took me to relocate, I could have scored some points. So I think that I did very, very well here. The deck performed admirably. I don't think that I need to change anything here, but we're gonna have a look anyway. Let's see, profile, decks. Amazing Japan. You can see that I specifically named it for this map, so I know exactly what kind of deck to take. Got the RBS 90s in here. Very good AA, especially in a tactical game. For 35 points, they shot down quite a bit of choppers. The 56 is unfortunately the only ATGMs I can get. FSKs, Kustjägere, Volkskamjäger I didn't use. Stormers I didn't exactly use either. Trying to get these guys all to be transported by this vehicle. It's the XA186NO. This is very, very fast and capable transport. Especially off-road, it's very quick at 100 kph. It even has some armor. 3 on the front is not bad for a 15-point transport. Support, not really anything I want to change there. Tanks I didn't exactly use. Maybe I got too many Marinejäger in here. Cayuse did okay. I don't think I updated this section yet since the DLC came out. Very good, very good. Yeah, everything has very good or good optics, so I don't need to replace the Cayuse with anything else. These Volkskamjäger actually got some kills with those Carl Gustaf M2s. Not really a lot I need to change there. Maybe upgrade them to the Jäger 90, which is a 10-man squad. But it also makes them a little bit more expensive depending on the transport. And you really do want them to fly in. Vehicle-wise, I needed something that had a little bit longer range AT weapon than the things I had. The IKV-91s did okay. They were pretty effective at taking down some infantry, supporting my guys against vehicles and stuff. Maybe some other vehicles could work here. Maybe the IKV-105. It's as mobile, it has more armor, and it has a lot better accuracy, and the gun's better. So yeah, I'm going to switch these out and get 10 of these IKV-105s in here. Recoilless rifles. Don't underestimate these little buggers I've found lately. Even though they only carry 15 rounds and only fire with a 30% accuracy, they only need to hit once or twice. Do some damage, get 1 or 2 kills, and you got their value returned. Helipads, I didn't use any helicopters, and I only used 1 bomber. This one, which killed 160 points in kills, because it got those 2 PHZ-80s, I believe. So they also did very well. So yeah, I'm going to be featuring this deck later on in a specific deck review, but I first wanted to show you this game because I still had some feelings about that map, about a maze in Japan, because last time I played on it, it was a complete nightmare. And this time around I did quite a bit better. So I hope you liked watching it. Let me know what you think of the map. What do you think of A Maze in Japan? Do you hate it? Do you think it's a great map? I'm looking forward to your comments. Also, if you want to see what's exactly in this deck, have a look at my channel tomorrow and I'll have a video up for you outlining the details of this deck. For now, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.